live, and as you can see on the worktop, bag 4 is ready to go, guys. Bag 4 is up and ready to go. I already, I was so anxious because I want to see what it does. As you guys remember, we got to this point here. If you have built it or haven't, we're building the latest of the late 170. So 170 arc. And number 75402. So jump on in, guys, and be part of this. So we're closing it out today. And the bill has been fantastic so far. So if you've been following for the last couple days, you guys would know that I'm working on the trilogy of the 170. I'm so excited. I'm calling out random numbers now. I'm calling out totally random numbers. Really, really strange. Um, yeah, so just making a little adjustment there, guys. Yeah. So far, the build is really, really sturdy, but I talked about that before, that the build is really sturdy, but most of the body of all the other ships is just as sturdy as this when I really think about it, except for the front, because if you remembered in my last videos when I did them, the pieces at the front that broke with me, which they hinge, right? That broke. That's the only piece that really moves, sort of. And they've gone shorter with the guns, as you notice. They've gone shorter. The other ships, the 88 is like the longest one, the one that came out in 2010, and the one in 2005 right over here. Don't know if you guys can see it too much because I was trying to close in more today so you guys can have a better look. Those are, look, if you notice here, the gun there is so far, it's much shorter. The ones in the back, if you look here, like I said, and then the ones from 2010 is way longer. The guns are longer totally on the 2010. All around, all the guns are longer than all the other ships so far. But drop me a line, guys. Let me know what you guys are doing. If you're doing anything, we are completing the final of the trilogy, the saga. We're trying to complete that today. I'll have to just adjust the camera just a little bit so you guys can get more of it. Right. Drop me a line, guys, and let me know what's going on with you. If you're building anything, if you've built anything at all, I always have to ask that, as you guys know, because I like to know what people are building, if they're building anything at all. Try to bring this one into frame and do the same with that one also. What I have on the counter right here, right now, I think I can move this over here just a little bit. And I have to do two more things, which is one, I have to bring the mascot in. I must bring the mascot in, right? The mascot is way out there. You can't even see it. I think if I put it over here, you should see it. Yep, got to bring my mascot in. You guys know we can't work without the mascot. So the mascot has to be in the frame. And also, I want to say that thanks to everybody who has been dropping in. I had a lot of new people dropping in, which is really good. Lego Toys, what's up? You cool? Good to see you on. Brandon, what's up? You're so early, man. Early is best. I just wanted to talk about a couple things. So these are a lot of the pieces that's left over. I don't know if later in the ship they'll need it. I know definitely they wouldn't be needing this because that's at the front of the thrusters. They wouldn't be needing that at all. But there's a lot of pieces right now. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 extra pieces right now, which is really great. Lego. I know I am talking about the count. This is really good. I'm really happy with that. So thanks for that, Lego. I'll find something. You can always make something else. But I hope you guys can see everything. I'll sort of open it up even a little more because I want you guys to be able to see the full, which I think you should be seeing now. Let me know if you guys are seeing more of that now, and I'll just move this one up here a little bit. Just move this one over here just a little bit so you guys can see that. I figure if I turn it this way, you could probably see it more. I'll move this one over here, and I'll move this one back here so you guys can see both 7259 and the 88 ship. And I'll just move this one here for now. And so, right, guys, what we're doing today, if you haven't been in before, we are building the last of the trilogy of the 170 Arc Starfighter, okay? And looking at this comparison, the similarities, the improvements that they made. We talked about the latest ship has a way bigger count on it. As you guys know, it's 400 and plus pieces on there, right? To be exact, there's 497 pieces. So we're talking about basically 500 pieces. On the other two, they're 396. I want to be absolutely accurate with that. Yeah, on the last two, it's a lot less on the build, right? 300 and something pieces. Okay, and this one, it's much smaller. So that's one of the things that surprised me. But so far, as I said, it's very compact. If we look in terms of size, I think it's just, if we measure it, it's probably maybe an inch shorter. So, but everything else, we talked about how the cockpits are locked in totally differently, and you can literally hold the ship up like that with the cockpits. So that's a big thing. Even these two things here, which both ships has also, if you guys can see that, um, where the droid would usually go. So on both ships, the droid would usually go here, right down the middle here. R4 is one of them, right? But this one has surpassed them there. Also, they made the engine totally different. It's a totally different engine compared to how the others were. It was more of that. If I could show you how the engine is built on the prior ships, it's just one piece. I can find it here easily, guys. Right, there's one piece, and then they put some. I'll just find this. I'll just show you. So basically, the engine is set up like this on all the other ships. This goes right in here. That windy thing, swirly thing goes there, and I'll just get one more piece so we can have a look at how the engine is set up on the two other ships. And they actually use that on both of them. Don't want to hold you guys up too much from going into the build, but so it's sort of like that, and this goes through here, and when you turn it, if you guys can see that right there, that's basically the engines on the last ship, right? The mechanism, it's just that, as simple as that. With this one, if you guys saw when I built it, the engine it's a total block. There's like more than 40 pieces, more than 50 pieces to the build, right? If you guys built it before, you would have seen that. Right, so anyway, without further ado, let's jump in and light this candle, as I like saying, guys. That's my new thing. Mr. Star, what's going on? What's happening, man? You okay? Great to see you on there, guys. If you're on there, just hit the like button. I opened this prior, guys, so let's just pour it out and see. We're going to be building the wings now. I looked at the size of the pieces, and it's totally different. Again, I'll just give you guys a quick look. If you haven't built it before, I'll just grab one piece. The sizes on this is also a lot different compared to what they use on the wings now. So this would be the one, which is 1 to 10, should be 10 or 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 studs. And this one only has 8 studs. Okay, so it's a bit 8 by 3. This one's an 8 by 2, 12 by 2, 12 by 3, 8 by 2. Okay, so it's a totally different piece, totally different pieces to the wings compared to that. So it's a lot more compact, as I said before, in comparison. And also the colors on there, you can see with this, I haven't built it yet, but you can see with this that the colors are different there compared to the 8088 or the 7259. Okay, anyway, guys, let's get on with the build. I can see one thing here. Again, there are a couple, I'd say not a lot, a few pieces. So on the 8088, these two pieces particularly, I don't know where they're going to go on this particular ship right now, but the 8088 has 2 of these in back of it. I could just show you guys that right now, right here, if I lift it up. They're the guns right here. All right. So, right, without further ado, let's jump in and move on with this build, guys. Move this just a little bit over here so we can have more room to work. And move all of this to the right of us. my left, your right. And what I'll do is I'll take out some of the white pieces because it just makes it easier to work. All right, guys. Let me know what you do because people have different styles. I prefer to do like that. Sometimes I can use the other colors, but the white big pieces, I try to get them out of the way, and then work from there. Let me know your style. Right, okay, so let's go. We need 1, 6. It's actually 8. So we'll be needing 2 of those anyway. 2 of these and 2 of those. So they're asking for that. And on the top, right down the middle, again, on the other ships, these came in red, dark red. Okay, so this is where this piece goes. And this piece was actually in another one of the bags. It wasn't in the same bag, which was kind of strange. So anyway, this goes right here. Let's get this to fit here. There you go. Clipped in. And that's much bigger. None of the ships have that. The sizes that has the emblem on it, it's totally different. On this ship too, I haven't seen any emblem yet. So let's see what happens later on. That's the only, yeah, actually the emblem's there. I said I haven't seen any, but it is there. Right. So we're here and we're moving on with another one of the same, right? Another one of those. Again, they could have gone, but again, this is just me, guys. You tell me what you think. They could have gone with one of these there, right? And just covered that whole slot, but they didn't. So again, that's more to add to the count. You guys tell me what you think about that. Okay, one of these, 2 of these actually. See, this is another part that they don't have on the other ship at all. Neither of them came with something like this. Okay, so 2 of those, and then down at the bottom here, 1 white. Again, this is me. This is adding bricks. But I think this is adding bricks, so because they could have made that a lot different. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And now they're adding this there also. So this is going to go right on top. But before, I'm sure we need something else there. Oh, he's in the wrong place. All right. So this goes right here. So that's to secure it. Again, I think they built this really, really sturdy. Now that's to secure it. People must have been talking about it and stuff like that. I said something about it a ton of times when I was building those prior. Because I built those, especially the 8088, I built it. I probably sold way back when I just got it. I probably built it and sold like 3 or 4 of them because I wanted the minifigs out of them, and I just sold, which you guys know, you can get them secondhand. It'll be new, but it comes with no minifigures. You guys know that. I'm sure you've bought stuff off of the different sites, right? I don't want to plug them now, right? So we put this white piece here, and one of these red. So I talked about it before that I was trying to build this out of my garage, and when I checked the pieces, it was just way too much. I said I'm gonna put the labels on later, guys. I'm gonna put the stickers on later. Okay, so I'll be doing that later. Right, so that's done. And now they're showing me here, after I did that, that you need a long one here. So I need to take one of these off. It's not doing any big damage to it, but I just need to take this off and put a long one instead of a short. Okay, there, like that. Okay, so that's completed. I want to do it the right way. Both sides the same length anyways, but I just want to put it the way they have it, so it's the same setup. Okay, So that clips in now. Let's go clip that in. This goes in the bottom. This goes in the bottom here, if you guys can see that. Yeah, so that's gonna go in the bottom right here. Okay, and that fits snug right in there. You can see the movement already. I really want to see how this mechanism works. Okay, I'll just place that over here and we'll get the rest of it. Trying to move this out of it so I can get more space, guys. Right, one gray 4x8 and one 1x4. And then we need one of these. And that's there, all done. The colors were different again. They're using gray here. This goes right behind it. And I will be putting the stickers on later, like I said, guys, so watch for that. We need another one of these. It's gonna go just right here. And another one of these. I'm always wary when I'm building these that it's gonna pop up missing. Because it has happened before. I started to build and I was like, what's going on? That recently happened also. I bought a piece of Jurassic World because obviously you guys know the movie's coming out and that's a big deal. So, like I said, it's less dark red on the wings compared to the other ships. And this goes up front. But they added a lot for the count. This here. But again, I'm thinking again to make it much more sturdy because there's a lot of pieces on this wing right now. So many pieces compared to the others. Okay. So I can count them. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 pieces already. And we're not done compared to the other ships. 10, let's count them out. 11. Wow. They could have gone with one straight piece there. They did this. 11, 12. That's 12 pieces. Again, I think they could have gone with a lot less. 12, and here we go, even more. 13. So I really want to see how many pieces. 14. That's 14 pieces compared to how they built the red pieces on those other. That's 14, and now they have this little green piece that goes on here. 15 pieces. And another, a grill. They need a grid. See, here we go. Uh-oh, Lego. I am missing okay, here's a grid, but I can only see one, and I know we'll be needing 2. I'm sure, I believe we'll be needing 2. Right, they added grids, which is neither of those other ship has grids. Okay, so that's 15 pieces there, guys, and here we go, even more. 15 so far. 16. 17, 18, 18, 19 pieces, 19 pieces, guys. It's supposed to be this way. I want to make sure I got it correct. This goes on the inside and the outside, right? 19 pieces, guys. 19 pieces. You believe that? And it's not completed yet. Need one of these. Just gonna go here. So we are 19 pieces so far. This goes right in here like that. You snap this. 19 pieces so far, guys. That's incredible. And it's not completed yet, right? Obviously, we need the same for the other side. 19 pieces. Here we go. 20 pieces, guys. 20. Looks like it's about, that's 20 and it's not completed yet. $20 pieces so far, guys. And we're still going because now we have to put these on to hold them in place. 21. $22 pieces so far. They're really working on this wing and making it as sturdy as possible. Again, I know the count is a lot. I complain about the count, but if it's to make the wings much more stable, I'm sort of happy with it. But a lot of these here, you can use less because you're using 5 here. You could have gone with 4. You know. All right, so here we go. It's not over yet, guys. Now we have got to build a gun casing, right? So let's move this over to the side and build the gun casing. We need one of these, which was on the 8088. One of those. Again, that's another 8088. Goes in here. Like that. And add another one in the back. We're looking now for a 1x3. Which is going to go right on top. There. And they changed the color because the 2 other ships, this would be just in black, but they're using gray. Okay, that'll be the gun casing. Now we need a 4, one of these, and one of these. Not one, we need 4 of those. Actually, 1, 2. We're over 30 pieces this far, guys. Over 30 right now. The wing, one part of the wing's taken over 40 pieces, basically. So we're here. This is going to go right on top. I want to make sure I'm doing it right. Right on top of that. And one of these just right here. White. It's a lot more to this wings, guys. A lot more to this wing. Correct. Turn it around. Goes this way. Right. I want to make sure I have it correct. Yeah. So we're going to add to this now and add those pieces that we talked about. That's on the 8088. Down here, one of those. And they added a piece of brown in the end. Very, very different colors. You would think it's red because it's a gun or whatever. And just one black stud going right at the bottom. Again, I'm believing this is a count, guys, a count thing. This is going to go on to the wing now. So, I want to make sure we got it correctly again. This goes that way. It's right here like that. Okay, and that's your wing. Let's see how that clicks in now, guys. Okay, so we'll bring this back. And it goes on in the middle. So that's the main part of the wing. Again, this is really, really stable, guys, compared to the other ships. I've discussed that. That's one of the comparisons we'll talk about. That's very, very different. So I'm really pleased with that. I'm really, really pleased with that, guys. Just move it over here. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Tell me what you guys think. If you built it, I could recommend that. like I said, guys, I would recommend that for that specific reason, because it's much more sturdy. So again, Lego, thanks for that. Okay, because it was a real struggle with the last ships. If you guys built it before, you know that. Right, so we got to that point, and we're gonna build the top like we do on the other ships, right? So we need one of these. Let's make sure we get the right one. It's two of the same. We don't want that. Right. Two of these. Turn it around. Get one of those. And this goes down the middle. Right there. And I'm going to repeat that same thing. I think for some reason I just feel like I'm missing something here later on, but we'll find out. So this goes there. One of the long ones goes here. And one of the short one goes on the opposite end. Turn it over, and we're going to more or less repeat the same thing we did before. So there. Opposite way. Okay, I want to make sure we got this right, because it's not going to fit in correctly if we don't. It doesn't want to jump in there for some reason. It should just snap in there. There you go. Right, so that's done. We're going to put some Technic tubing here. So if you're jumping in, guys, we're building the final of the trilogy, which is the ARC 170. We're building the 2025 Starfighter. Not that Starfighter, because now they're calling all the ships Starfighter. You can't use that word anymore. Every ship is a Starfighter now, so as you guys know, it went out the window. Right, right. So this is complete, and we're gonna add that to the top right here. Just looking to make sure that's correct. Okay, I'm looking. I do not believe. I think all the mechanism on this one, though, is controlled by just your hands going up and down like this. Oh, and actually it has that, yeah. There's this adjustable thing that we put in earlier that moves the wings, which is, let me know what you guys think about that. That's the one thing I think it's a little different. Let's see. I'll see how it works out later on. We'll talk about that also. But all right, let's work on the other side of the wings now. So again, the same setup. One of those. Add one of these down here. And get yourself one of those. Clip that in. Same setup at the bottom. So drop me a line, guys. Tell me what you would like to see built next. I am building old school ships. Why we're building a 2025 and we are building the 2025 Jabba's ship, sail barge, is because they came out obviously in 2025. 2024 the barge came out in. This one came out in 2025, so we're going with that. But realistically, I'm only building trilogies from way back, before 2015, more or less. Most of them are before 2015. So we're looking for really old school ships. As you know, we built the droid carriers, the trilogy on that. All right. Anyway, let's continue with the build. So this is turned over again, and we'll go with the the crazy count of bricks again, like we did before. I think I know them now much more than I did before, so I kind of know where the pieces go, per se. So that goes there. This clips in right here like that. It's much faster for me now. And this just clips on the top. Forgot to put that on there, didn't I? And this clips in right here. I'm thinking again, that could have been just one piece, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I thought that could be one piece. But guys, so if you're jumping, just hit the like button for me so we can keep the channel growing and I can bring you guys more fantastic builds. And as you guys know, let Lego know, because I like doing live stream build because I just think it's, you know, it's much better. People can watch it live happening as opposed to seeing the second hand type thing. So we got to this point and we're going to clip that in like we did before, which is at the bottom here. Bring that in the frame, guys, so you can see, and I'll turn it this way. So that one goes there. That's the bottom, and we'll start working on the top, the middle, not the top, the main part of doing the bulk, the part that costs us so many pieces to build. So here we go. We need that. I'll count it off this time and get it correct. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 pieces so far, and we're not, I don't think we're halfway there yet. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're not done yet, guys. They added that little green plate for accuracy. 15. Oh, I forgot the 16. And we're going to turn it over now. So that's 16 pieces so far, guys. And we need 2 of these and 2 of these. Turn it this way. 17, 18, 19, 20 so far, and we're not done. 21 pieces so far. Okay, not that piece. 21 pieces so far. This is going to go right here. So that's 21, and we're not done. 22. Just got to put one of those in there also. 22. That's 22 pieces, and then we add those. So 23. We're getting the exact count this time, guys. If I can just get this clipping. 24. 25. 26 pieces. One more of those. Where are you? See, Lego. I am missing one piece. Lego, I am missing one piece. I really have to give Lego a call on that because there is one piece missing. So I don't understand why Lego would send me one piece missing. I got to give him a call. It's Sunday today. We know that. So, and then there's a holiday because it's Memorial Day in New York. Obviously, it's a bank holiday in other countries. So those places will be closed. but we will give them a call on Tuesday because I'm missing a piece here, guys, which is not good at all for the build. Anyway, we can work without it. I do have pieces like that, so we can get that piece. It's not a problem, but I need that piece to complete it, and it's gonna leave me wanting, right? It will leave me wanting. Anyway, let's clip this one piece in here, right? So that goes right in here. Again, a lot of stability on this, like I said. Here we go. I wouldn't move it yet, guys. I'm anxious to move it. I want to see it just like you guys want to, but we'll just hold it off there and complete this piece of it, and then we'll move on, right? So let's build the gun, the last gun. Okay, so we need one of those again. There'll be two of them all together. One of these. I'm just hoping none of the main pieces are missing because it's really going to hold up the build. And we don't want that, do we? So this goes here. Clip that right in there. And the gray piece goes right on the top. One of these again, which is going to go on top of that. But before, remember we needed those four. So we need 4 of these. That's great. And the white one goes right here. That's amazing. And we place that right on top. Yep. Awesome. And let's finish up the gun here by adding this that way and that brown, which I thought was a strange color to go here, and we're going to complete it with that black stud, which is an extra count. And Lego, it is an extra count, and you know that, okay? I do see they did give me an extra one of those. Not sure where it goes, but we'll find out later. So, let's move on and add this to the wing, which I already placed on. Okay, but we can add that on simply, so it's not a big deal. Add that right at the edge. May need to lift it up a bit. And we'll place that right here. There you go, that snaps in there. Can you guys see that gun's all built up now? I think I put it just a little too much to the back. Okay, and that's gonna drive me crazy if I don't put it correctly. Okay, so I'll just take that off here, put it a little to the front. So 1 second, guys. I just need to get it exactly even because it will drive me insane if I don't. Just hold on. Almost done, guys. Almost done. If I do it this way, it will work. Hopefully. There you go. All right. So I feel much better now. Right. So that's done. And we're going to complete the last of it, guys. We're going to complete the last of it. And we will do a comparison, see what it looks like. And we'll talk about it from there. Okay. So this goes on here. I'm really excited now. As you can see, as you can tell, I clipped this in there and this goes on the top. We did that before, real simple like. That goes there. Same setup at the back. Clips in right there, like so. Turn it over. This goes right there like that. Very good. And then we'll snap on the little bits. Again, I'm looking around and I can see I am missing two of those things. Oh my goodness, Lego. No, you didn't do this to me. Oh my goodness. Wow. Now I'm hoping I have it in my collection. I have two of those, which I believe I do. I really hope I do, Lego, because you're going to really let me down right now, and it's going to be painful. So I'm really hoping I have that. I believe I do, guys, in the collection here. I'm really hoping I do, Lego, because I'll really be annoyed at you guys. Like I said, I found one of these, which we were talking about, which it's not going to be a problem, but I'll still tell them about it. But I am missing Lego. Oh my goodness. Not now. Not at the pinnacle of the build, guys. Right? We're right there, and I'm coming up short. And it's no fault of mine. I'm coming up absolutely short, Lego. That's horrible. It's really painful. But again, I'm positive I have that, right? I'm positive I do have that, guys. Well, it'll just take me a second to find it. But I need it now. I really need that. Maybe it's my OCD kicking in. But if I don't have that, it just, you know, it's going to drive me, if I'm not able to complete the ship today, it's going to drive me insane. And there's no chance of them opening tomorrow, right? Because like I said, Memorial Day in New York City, bank holidays, as they call it in Europe. So everything's going to be closed. United States shut down. But I need this piece to move on, guys. I really do need this piece to move on. I'm positive I have that. No. I can actually, what I will do, guys, so I can complete it, I will use something different. We'll do a compromise just to get it done. And we will find out from Lego tomorrow why, not tomorrow, on Tuesday, why I'm needing to search for something like this. But I'll use a compromise, because I can make an adjustment right here and plug these things in, like the last ship. Right. So I'll use two 8088 pieces and move on from there. But this is horrible. This is really horrible. It's painful. It's absolutely painful. So I'll have to make a quick adjustment here. So I'll put that there because I need to complete this. I have to. Right? I have to complete this. Okay? So I'll just put this on here for now. Lego, what are you doing to me? I'm hoping that it can go in correctly when I do put these in, that it falls in the same space. Measurement for measurement, it should, but it's going to be a little longer, which is really bad. But just so it holds for now. We're gonna do that, guys. I just have to, because I want to complete the build so you guys can see it. Lockett, what's up, man? Hello there. What's going on? You good? Right. Yeah. If you just jumped in, Lego has shorted me on two pieces, two really important pieces for the wings. So I have to go around it, and we'll clip this in and see how it works. It is going to be a little longer. So what I'm going to do is switch the one at the bottom and put that on the top, so it doesn't look as bad. We can talk about it, guys. So I'll pull this off and switch that for the bottom for now. So it's not gonna really show, right? Okay, but I will be getting at Lego for this, right? So anyway, it doesn't make a difference, as you guys can see there. Okay, so let's have a look, guys. So it's all done, bar that little thing at the bottom that you guys can't really see, but it's all done. Have a look. 2025 75402, and we'll go to the comparisons right now. So one of the main things that I spoke about on this ship, there's a little thing that you shift back and forth here. Yeah, so there's this little thing that you shift back and forth here. If you guys can see that. Can you guys see that there? I'll just turn this up. So right there, this little thing that you shift back and forth makes the whole system work, makes the engine move, and the wings flap. They don't open as wide as the other ships, but again, it's really stable. They're shorter than the other ships because in comparison, this is the length those would be. Also, the other wings would be about this distance away. They've changed up this on the whole ship. There's nothing similar there. If you see the stickers not on there, I haven't put the stickers on yet. I talked about that. I will do them later. Yes, because I wanted to get the ship done. All in all, if we're going 1 out of 10 and we're counting all the ships, I would give this one particularly, I would give this a 10 for stability, right? Definitely for stability, a 10, because you can move it like this. You can shake it around. Look at this. I'm shaking it around. I'm moving it, and nothing's happening. I can hold the wing and hold it up. Look at that, right? And if I can hold the wing and hold it up, that is a major improvement, right? Like I said, I can hold the cockpits and hold them up also. So that's another. Butters, what's up? I didn't see you there. Yeah, that is the new one, Butters. I didn't see that. Thanks for popping in, Butters. Guys, please hit the like button while you're on there. Yeah, so these turn by hand. They're not connected to anything. But that one thing, adjust those. The nose is like the 8088, sort of, and a mixture of the 7259. The guns are shorter. This one only has 2 guns here. But what you do is, in the slots, what they have is you add these bullets, snap it in there, and as on the packaging shows, just watch your eyes, okay? Keep them away from your eyes. And you snap these in here, if you guys can see that. I want to make sure I'm getting that one in right. Yeah. You snap that in there, and you can shoot these off by pressing the back, obviously, and shooting it. There's not like a mechanism there. I thought there would be, but there isn't. So that's the difference on that. But as you can see, if I bring, I'll just move the mascot over for a second. If we put all the ships, and you get a lot of extra pieces here, we spoke about it, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You got 16, 17 extra pieces there with that. So we'll line the ships up now and have a look and look at the difference. So I'll just move the camera back a little bit, guys, so we can have a real look at it. I'll have to move it up a little higher. Okay. And we'll put them together now and have a look and see the difference and compare them. So here we have the first one, which is the 7259, right? That's over here. The front of it does not move. The first cockpit does not move at all. Okay? The other two, they do move. The difference with this one is you can move this. You can move that and open the ship up on both sides so you can put figures inside. So that's different. And it helps a little bit, okay, with your playability. As you know, the wings move by turning the back. So there's a thing back here, if you can see that. Can you guys see that there? With a band going through it. If you turn that, the wings move. Can you guys see that there? Can you see the wings moving up and down? And then when you turn it backwards, the wing closes. And we can also look at the length of the wings while we're talking about it. Can you see the difference of the length? I can pick this one up easy. There's not a problem. Yeah, so look at the difference of the length of the wings on that one, which is the 2025 and the 2005, right? So that's the difference there on that. And let's look at the 8088. We're talking about the length of the guns also. The guns are much smaller. There are more guns on this one. You can look, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guns compared to the 2025 only having 1, 2, 3, 4 guns. Okay, and again, on this one I have a similar mechanism here where you turn this and the engine rotates the wings. Okay, so if we turn here, I'm going to turn it back. I'll turn it this way this time. And if you turn it, you can see the wings moving. Wings opening up. And if you turn back here, this one just slipped off. Just got to get it back in place. And we will turn the wings. There you go. Right, so, yeah. So if you turn this, you can see the wings opening there, right, guys? On both sides. And then when you turn it back, there you go, it's closing. Unlike the 05, this does not move. It doesn't move at all. It's stable. It's actually stuck in place. And on the 205, this rotates on the top. This gun like that rotates. This one has 2 guns and it rotates from top to bottom. Okay, these spin again by hand. If you notice, they spin like that. Similar, the other 2 ships doesn't spin like that. And the front is similar, like we spoke about before. These 2 ships have similar fronts. If you notice, sort of hawk-like looking. I call it bald eagle. Right, and that's the playability on that. The 8088, all 3 cockpits move, similar to the 2025, right? All of them open up. The sides doesn't move, unlike that, the first ship, 2005, right? But to open the wings, as we spoke about before, it has that little thing in back here. Jurassic, what's up? You good? Good to see you on here, man. Yeah, so you move that little thing here, and you can see the wings flapping, but it doesn't have as much maneuverability like the other two ships. But again, so if I go in order, I would give the 2025, I'll give them a scoring rating. So if I get a chart here and we could just talk about seems to be a little rainy out there, guys. Do you hear? Yeah, so if we score this, if I go to 20, let's start with the 2005, and then we'll go with the 2010 and the 2025. So, and let's just put them like, let's say 1 out of 10. So the 2025, I'd give it 10 for stability, right? The other two, I'd give them a, let's go with I'd give them a 6.5, both of them, because they built the same way. 6.5 for stability. And let's go with playability. On the things that can move and how they look similar. The 2025, I'd give that one a 7.5, and I'd give those a 9.5, both of them, because again, they're built very much the same way, okay, except for minor differences. If you look at the color, I'd have to go and I'd have to give it, because it has a lot of green and stuff like that on the 05. So for that, for the colors and how the windows on the side here also, and I'd give that one a 9.5 for that. I'd give the 2010, I'd give it a 9.7, and the last one doesn't have that much colors to it. The guns do have two. We'll talk about that. I'd give it a 8.5. And last but not least, for count, the other two I would give them for the build, right? Because there's a lot more. This is a lot more complicated, I gotta say. So if you want complicating builds, when you build the engine on this one, on the 2025, if you like complicated builds, you will find a nice build in there for you. So if you want that, I'd give that a 9.5 also. The other two, they're much simpler, so I can give them an 8.5, which is everyone can build it. And all around, for cost, let's go for cost now, I would go with the 8088. So 8088, I would give the 8088 a 9. Let's put the numbers on there. The 8088, 7259, and 75402. I would give, all in all, when we add it up after, when I'll give them the last numbers. So on the last one, for the guns, more guns, because obviously those two, the guns don't shoot. This one, the guns shoot. So we'll have to go to 25 again, and we'll give them an 8.5 for that. And we'll give the other one a 7.5 because they have a lot of guns and it makes it look a lot better than the 2025. And if we add all of those up together, basically, the 2025 comes out on top, okay? Because we got 7, 8, 16, 25, 26, 34. So the 2025 will have a 34 rating. And then these would have, because they're the same numbers, 6, 15, 24, 32, no, 32. Actually, they do outrank him. I'm sorry, they do outrank him. So they have 36. So the other two beat the 2025. When we look at size and everything combined, right? They do beat them. But again, if you want stability and stable ship, I would go to 2025. If you want a bigger, a more fantastic looking ship, right? Volume altogether, I'll go to 8088. And if you want for color and aesthetics, I would go with the 72. What's up, Roman? Lego, you good? We're just doing a comparison because what we did, if you just jumped in right now, we've just finished building the triple threat, the trifecta, right? The trilogy of the Starship Arc 170. And we have them, let's try lining them up so we can have them in order here. So if I put this here, the last one, I hope I can keep that. I hope you guys can see it. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can see that in the frame. And then we'll put the next two right here. Can you guys see that? Hope you guys can see them all there. Right, so this is the 8088. That's the 7259, and this is the final ship that came out in 2025. This one 205, 210, 2025. And that's basically it. What we'll do is you'll see me do a video on the figures in the ship and show you the count. They all have basically 4 figs. But the 8088 came out with one figure that none of them have, which is Visto. Okay? And I would give it a higher ranking for that also, because Visto is a really great figure. I have 4 of them because like I said, I've built a lot of those. I collected it over a period of time. But anyway, guys, all week, the school holidays, we will be doing builds every day. We will be building one ship every day through the whole break, guys. So I want you to watch for that. Jump in, put your phone or your computer, get it ready for the next live build, guys. This is BOBAbrickz, and thanks for tuning in. May Lego be with you.